This week's cake is a total fail and I did not manage my time well, so I'll tell you a little bit about why. I was going to do like a Valentine's Day theme where you had partners supporting partners, so it was going to be a life-size cake of Taylor Swift and a life-size cake of Travis Kelce, and I was going to do Taylor in a Chiefs jersey holding up the Super Bowl trophy, and then I was going to do Travis in a Taylor Swift Eras t-shirt holding on to one of her Grammys. Unfortunately, like I said, I did not manage my time well, so it's just ended up being a life-size cake of Taylor Swift holding up the Super Bowl trophy, which on its own doesn't really make sense, but we're just going to go with it anyway. So anyway, I started off with the head. I made it out of red velvet and vanilla cake stacked on top, and then I sculpted for about 4 hours to get her face just how I wanted it. Then I added her makeup and individual eyelashes, and then it was time to do her fringe. I did not like this fringe that I'd done to start off with. It didn't look like Taylor's fringe at all, so I took it all off. And it was really hard to make the fringe that kind of looks boxy but then wispy at the same time. So this took a lot of trial and error, but I think I got there in the end. I mean, it'll do. I even got scissors to it like a proper hairdresser because it annoyed me that much. I kind of got it to where I was happy with it, and it's like I say, it's just going to have to do. A lot of this cake is just going to have to do because I ran out of time and patience while I was doing it. So then I went ahead and used food colouring to paint the hair colour, and then it was time to move on to the actual life-size cake part of this project. So she's red and white striped cake like the Chiefs, and then I went on and added all these little details like the ripples in her trousers. I then used a blowtorch to make them look leathery, shiny, and the back of my gloved hand to buff them up to make them look really nice and shiny like leather trousers. And then once I'd done that, I started to add in lots more details like on her hands, and this again took a little while, so I didn't record all of it. But once I'd done it, then I added on her fingernails and her little indents on her thumbs. Then I added a bit more texture into the jumper, and I added in all the other little details like this elastic. Then you can see the other shoe on the other side, what it looked like when it was cake. It was really like it ugly. So once I'd added on the finishing touches for the shoes, they looked pretty cool. And then I went on to do the trophy, which again, it doesn't really make sense because she's not playing in the Super Bowl. Travis is playing in the Super Bowl. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And if you're watching this, then it'll make sense to you, which is all that really matters. And this is the finished cake. It is my life-size Taylor Swift cake holding up the Super Bowl trophy, which the Chiefs may win this weekend. I'm going to be watching. I hope you guys are going to be watching too. And I really hope that you like this cake. I did have to rush it at the end, so it's as good as it could be. Thanks for watching, guys. Go Chiefs!